Welcome to Hidden Spotlight Treasures. Today we're going to show you a few pictures of the old casinos back in the 1950s. First off, we're going to show you this very rare photo. This is while the Fremont Hotel and Casino was being built. You've probably never seen this before. The Fremont Hotel, was opened up in 1956. So this would have probably been 1955. And they had 155 rooms there. It cost $6 million to open this casino up. The building was designed by architect Wayne McAllister. So this is a very rare photo of early Las Vegas while they were building. 1955 was a big year for Las Vegas. And then here we have Joe Brown's Horseshoe. So this is a very interesting story. Originally, Benny Binion bought the El Dorado Club and the Apache Hotel in 1951, and he turned it into Binions Horseshoe, 1951. What happened was Benny Binion was convicted of tax evasion, and he was put in prison, Leavenworth's prison, from 1953 to 1957. So what he did was he sold a majority of the ownership of the casino, which just on paper, to a New Orleans man, an oil guy named Joe Brown. Now, this was just on paper, and it was generally understood that this was just a temporary thing. Benny Binion was going to do his time in a penitentiary, and when he got out, he was going to take control of the casino again. The problem is that when Benny got out, he was no longer allowed to hold a gaming license. And so he let his sons take over day-to-day control. You had Jack Binion, Ted Binion, and of course Benny was in the background. But many people feared Benny Binion. I mean, way back when Benny was young in the 50s, he was a feared man. So there was no problem with Joe Brown giving the casino back to Benny Binion, because you didn't want any problems with Benny Binion, that was for sure. Matter of fact, up until around 1986, any gambler caught cheating was taken downstairs in the basement and severely beaten. It was a rough place to be caught cheating. You did not cheat at the Horseshoe, that's for sure. So now we're on to the New Frontier. This picture, I believe, is from 1955 or 56. And then an old picture of the El Rancho Vegas. Now this property opened up in 1941, and of course a fire destroyed it in 1960. Yeah, 1960 it was destroyed by a fire. They ended up opening up again across the street in a different location. And of course here we have the famous Flamingo, which Bugsy Siegel and his partners opened up in 1946. The total cost was $6 million to get the doors open. 1955 was a big year for Las Vegas. 3 casinos opened up: the Riviera, the Dunes, and of course, the Royal Nevada. Frank Fishman declared in 1953 that he was going to build this casino, but unfortunately the Gaming Control Board said he was not acceptable. So the project went on with new owners. The architect was Paul Williams, and it did open up in 1955. The casino manager would have been John Morelli. By 1958, it was closed down, and then by 1959, the Stardust had swallowed it up.